Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, all participants present at this conference, have a good time. Allow me today represent the team of others to present our paper entitled Socio-Economic Impact Assessment of Tourism in Lake Toba Area. Lesson learned from the existence of BPODT. In bahasa BPODT, akronim from Badan Pelaksana Otorita Danau Toba. Introducing me, Etin Indrayani, representing the team of the others who will present our paper. This is an outline of our presentation, which include introduction, literature review, research method, result and discussion, conclusion and recommendation. As background, tourism development in Indonesia has a significant contribution to national economic development. In 2017, foreign exchange earning from the tourism sector reached 119 trillion and is the second largest foreign exchange contributor for Indonesia. According to Minister of Tourism at 2018, the number of tourism visit Indonesia is currently still dominated by domestic tourism. However, foreign exchange is only obtained for foreign tourists, so it is necessary to increase the ease of entering Indonesia through a visa, in addition to preferring new tourist destinations in Indonesia. The main source of foreign exchange at this time is from the export of various products abroad, foreign exchange, shipment from Indonesia worker abroad, and also foreign tourists visiting Indonesia. The Ministry of Tourism created 10 new Bali with destination in Lake Toba, which are Tanjung Klayan, Borobudur, Wakatobi, Morotai, Tanjung Lesung, Thousand Island, Bromo, Tengger Semeru, Mandalika, and Labuan Bajo. In addition, the target of certification of 500,000 tourism human resources will be achieved in 2019. Until 2017, there are already 3,000 workers who have been certified. Next, the President of Republic of Indonesia, Joko Widodo, has announced 5 super priority tourist destinations that will be seriously developed in 2020. In the limited meeting of priority tourism destination development at the State Palace in mid-July, the government decided that Likupang in North Minahasa, North Sulawesi was included in the list of priority tourist destinations, following 4 other destinations that had been included, namely Lake Toba in North Sumatra, Borobudur in Magelang, Central Java, Mandalika in West Nusa Tenggara, and Labuan Bajo in East Nusa Tenggara. The increase in tourism destination and investment make tourism a key factor in export revenue, job creation, business development, and infrastructure. Tourism has experienced continuous expansion and diversification and has become one of the largest and fastest growing economic sector in the world, including in Indonesia. Even though the global crisis has occurred several times, the number of international tourist trips continues to show positive growth. The growth in the number of foreign tourists in Indonesia due to the highest KPI, Quality Performance Index of Tourism, is bringing in foreign tourists or generating foreign exchange. This is the projection, projection foreign exchange and in investment in 2019. Here is a short video that describes Lake Toba tourism destination. Yeah, here's a short video that describes Lake Toba tourist destination. So beautiful places, right? Okay, the next. Now there are still problems in the management of Lake Toba tourist area. Lack of connection, infrastructure accessibility, lack of public facility and infrastructure or amenities, limited tourist product to be promoted, decreased environmental quality, lots of garbage, water pollution, fish, cultivation, forest encouragement, and critical land. The government budget is limited in tourism development planning. That impulse actor is not yet effective and efficient. Certified tourism human resources are still limited. Based on this problem, the government establishment of the Lake Toba Tourism Area Management Authority Agency or BPODT, based on Perpres number 49 in 2016. But the community does not yet understand the essence of the main task and function of the establishment of BPODT. It creates anxiety because almost all parties are busy getting the project. Based on the community opinion, the cooperative relation with the provincial district government administratively cover the Lake Toba tourism area. So the Lake Toba tourism needs serious reforms based on institution. In order to community welfare increases both social and economic. Research objective based on the research background above, the research objective to find out and analyze the socio-economic impact of the implementation of the main task and function of BPODT, especially for the communities around Lake Toba, which are the Simalungun Regency, Toba Samosir Regency, Not Tapanuli Regency, Humbang Hasuduntan Regency, Daire Regency, Karo Regency, and Samosir Regency. As literature review, the purpose of social impact assessment is to help decision makers evaluate the benefit of continuing with their business or program and expose valuation of the activities undertaken. So, economic and social impact are about the goals, not just profit, in the social and environment sectors. This is the opinion O'Donoghue et al. 2010. Social impact assessment is a process analyzing, monitoring, and managing the attendant and undesirable economic and social consequences, both positive and negative, of business intervention and any social change process carried out by this intervention, according to Pankle 2003. Tourism in management and strengthening the economy of tourism destination and forging international and interregional ties. Travel and tourism have taken their place among the world's industry. They offer a significant share in the gross domestic product. Different job and developing country opportunities for their better growth. Tourism destination behave as complex system that create dynamically including many interdependent factors and activities that whose relationship may be highly nonlinear, according to Baggio 2008. This is the research framework of our team. Measurement of social economic impact of the implementation of main task and function of BPODT, especially for the communities around Lake Toba, according to Grico and Gil-Ansing, were measured by GRDP atau Gross Regional Domestic Product in bahasa PDRB and Human Development Index or HDI in social impact. Research method. This research uses a quantitative descriptive approach. District HDI and GRDV are measured as a representation of measuring the social and economic impact of the Lake Toba area using secondary data. Data were collected from BPS publication data of statistics regarding change in the value of HDI and GRDV in the administrative area around Lake Toba before and after the formation or establishment of BPODT. In addition to secondary data, primary data collection was also carried based on people perception and theories of the development of Lake Toba by BPODT as data triangulation. Okay, this is the operational of concept formation social economic impact. Dimension social impact and economic impact. As indicator, change in the value of HDI before, after, and formation of data. And so, GRDP or PDRB in bahasa. Result and discussion, socio-economic impact of the presence of BPODT. The measurement of the impact tourism development can then be measured from a country development indicator, including not only economic indicator but also social indicator. One of the economic indicator used in GNP, Gross National Product per capita, GDV, Gross Domestic or GDV, is the total value of production produced by resident in a country which is limited only the economic area of country concerned, while the measurement of the impact on an area is Gross National Domestic Product or GRDP, namely the total value added of goods and services generated from all economic activities throughout the region within a certain period of time, which is generally within 1 year. Meanwhile, one of the social indicator is HDI, Human Development Index. This is the data on district human development in the development in the Lake Toba tourism area from 2014 to 2018. Samosir, Toba Samosir, Karo, Not Capanuli, Simalungun, Dairi, and Humbang Husenbetan. Based on this table, it can be seen that in general the HDI data for the 7 districts that have Lake Toba tourist area has increased from 2014 to 2018. If we look closely, we look closely, only Not Tapanuli Regency, experienced a decrease in human development in 2017, but then increased again in 2018 based on the Presidential Regulation number 81/2014 on spatial planning for Lake Toba and its surrounding. The Lake Toba area will be developed with the concept of regionalization. If it is, I think we conclude if it is related to the existence of the authority agency that manage the Lake Toba area, it has indirectly been able to increase the Human Development Index in 7 districts, with administratively on the governments on the Lake Toba area. This reflects that the government effort to pay attention to the management of the Lake Toba tourism area have an impact on improving the welfare of community, both socially and economically. To strengthen the description, above information has been extracted from 34 samples of communities around the Lake Toba area, as can be seen in figure 5, regarding the determination of the Lake Toba tourism area as a national priority tourism destination and superior tourism destination, and the existence of the Lake Toba Authority Implementing Agency. Based on figure 6, it can be seen that some of surrounding communities admit that some aspect of behavior in the community have also changed due to the influence of the presence of tourists in the area. Attitudes and behavior that are influenced by the presence of foreign and domestic tourists can be reflected in the following change in value, how to dress, way of speaking, lifestyle, local culture. Almost the part of the sample said the influence of certain visitors on the pattern lifestyle of community around the Lake Toba area. Based on table 5, it can be seen that in general, the GRDP, a gross regional domestic product in Lake Toba tourism area, from 2014 to 2018 of the 7 districts that have Lake Toba has increased, although in several districts, Samosir district, Karo district, Natapanuli district or agency, Dairi, and Humbang Hasunin, data not available for 2018. If observed further, see figure 7 and figure 8, a significant increase occurred in 2 districts, namely Simalungun and Karo district. Simalungun and Karo, year by year, always increase. And Simalungun, to see comparison of development of GRDP between districts can be seen in the figure. In this figure, GDRP of Simalungun Regency from 2014 is the top position, followed by Karo Regency compared to other districts. Simalungun Regency is the main gate to enter of the Lake Toba tourism area through Parapat. I think this is in line. Entrance gate to Lake Toba from the 7 district around the on the Lake Toba. Parapat Ajibata Gate, entrance in Simalungun Regency, and Tigaras Gate, Karo Regency. Now, based on the interview with 73 tourists who become informant when visiting the Lake Toba tourism area, an illustration was obtained that the entrance to the most popular tourist area for visitors can be seen in figure. In figure 9, it can be seen that tourists when visiting the Lake Toba area generally go through the Parapat entrance gate in Simalungun Regency, followed by Chongging entrance and Sipiso-Piso waterfall in Karo Regency and Tomok in Samosir Regency. The president of the Lake Toba Tourism Area Authority Management Agency or BPODT, which of course will continue to strive to increase tourist visit, especially foreign tourists, in order to increase foreign exchange earning for the country. According to opinion of the people around the Lake Toba tourist area, the president of BPODT is able to increase the stretch of tourism in Lake Toba, even though the development is not fast as expected. It can be seen in the figure 11. To strengthen the description above, information has been taken from 34 samples of communities around the Lake Toba area, as can be seen in figure 12, that the president of BPODT and indirect marketing just has an effect on increased employment opportunities for residents. Increased employment opportunities for residents, increased business opportunity for local residents, increased business capital, capital ownership, only a part, yep, and improved skill. Social value measurement is complicated because there is no actual measurement like found in natural science. The notion of social value itself is very relative and situational. The situation in line with Morgan's opinion, namely that social value is not an objective fact. Social value arises from the interaction of supply and demand, so that it can change according on time, place, and situation. The value to measure and the value generated in the social sector and society is due to inevitable complexity. Morgan identified 4 complexity that can make it difficult to measure social value, namely absence of strict law and order and the social sphere, difficulty in reaching an agreement about what desired outcome of social action is. A measure of social value measurement that is inherently insufficient dependability, and it's a matter of time estimation how much the benefit action will be in next few years compared to how much it will to implement it now. Tourists is a lot of phenomenon in strengthening tourism destination economy and forging international and inter-regional ties. Travel and tourism have taken their place among the world industry. They offer a significant share in the gross domestic product, different job and developing countries opportunities for their better growth. Tourism destinations behave a complex system that create dynamically, including many factors and activities that are interdependent and whose relationship may be very non-linear, in line with Baggio 2000. The Lake Toba area development impulse many units, agency of the Regency, provincial government and ministries, and even community group around the Lake Toba area. This condition need to be integrated by central and local government under the authority and empowering the community and community group around the Lake Toba area. As conclusion of this reason, the existence of the authority agency which manage the Lake Toba area has indirectly increased the Human Development Index and gross regional domestic product in 7 districts that administratively own the Lake Toba area. The situation represents that the government effort to pay attention to the Lake Toba tourism area management impact improving the community's welfare both socially and economically. As a recommendation, in the next research, we recommended that to measure the economic impact can be done more specifically through tourist expenditure. Any tourist expenditure in an area, whether foreign or domestic, which is represented by consumption demand, directly increase the country's economic resource income. Per country, it has a direct beneficial effect and balance payment and foreign exchange reserves. At the same time, domestic demand mostly represent an increase in income and a redistribution of income from one area to another, where tourists visit tourist objects. Tourist expenditure represent the demand for tourist service, accommodation, hotel, food and beverage, transportation, entertainment, antiques, souvenir, etc. Besides, hoteliers and restaurant, waiters and chefs, transport operation and their worker, travel agent and their employee, guide and border, retailer, and many other. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the presentation of the research result from our team. Thank you for the attention of all participants at this conference. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.